Hello, everybody. The pirate's here again in the house. Copy a few people, I promise. First of all, brother. There he is, his little brother there, Facey Bookie. Can anyone hear me, or I suppose I have to check myself, wouldn't I? Yep. Oh, hi, Paul. How you going, Paul? Join the AFL final, mate? Let's put the link to the StreamYard just in case anyone wants to join. Yes, sorry about the Paul. I just had trouble with the audio on the way in. That's why I started, and I have to fix it up a little bit. Give it all a bit of a tap. I fixed up the audio a little bit. If I have meal replacement, if you want to know what it was a man take meal replacement. It's a bit chubby down here on my waistline. It's going to be 30 here too. Here today, Paul. It's about mid-20s at the moment, I believe. I already gave the link to my brother's case. Robbo, this case my brother Robbo 5 Life comes on. If he wants to come up, and then also links there. So I'm going to have 4 or 5 people up here at once. Does you want to come backstage and say hello? Finished. It's got to be a hot one at the AFL final. Queensland team versus Victorian team. I say let the best team win. I say. And tomorrow will be a New South Wales team versus Queensland team. Penrith Panthers versus Brisbane Broncos. And today AFL final, Collingwood Magpies versus Brisbane Lions. It's going to be a footballing weekend, I say, here because of the finals and stuff. Yeah, only 3 teams I know of in the AFL that hasn't won a premiership yet. That's in AFL, those is Greater Western Sydney Giants, Gold Coast Suns, in the Fremantle Dockers. Yeah, that's. I thought Grego would be there at the MCG. Craig saying, "Go, you mighty Lions." And Abe Donald will be big guy saying, "Go, Collingwood, you Magpies." Yeah, that one, Donna. She's all right, Donna. So it's going to be an exciting weekend at the AFL finals and that. Hi, G. Who's this handsome devil? I don't see no devils. Where's the devil? Well, it's definitely not underneath my armpit. Definitely not behind me. Hi, G. Yeah, G's a handsome devil because I saw his picture uploaded with him clean shaven and everything. He looks like about 30 or late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, I was thinking, you look like 30, G. You haven't saw the Facebook thing where you clean shaven to. I'm thinking, gee, gone 30, mate. Yeah, the Christian devil, eh? Could be like Krampus in Europe. European folklores and that. Yeah, should be a link in the chat if you want to join. No pressure to join. No pressure to join. Unlike some people who want to join all at once. Yeah, might get getting on. Well, it's mid 20 degrees Celsius at the moment, Paul. So it's gonna be like the song. Take your shirt off, take your shirt off. I got no chips, it does have a man shake, a meal replacement. So I got no chips even if I wanted to. That's a bit of a late-ish lunch. That's all. Been busy most of the morning, doing a few things, and all right, Gabe. There's a link in the chat. I might as well repost the link if you want to join. Oh, they're good for meal replacements mostly. Yeah, you can mostly find it out in supermarkets, or you can order it online. There's also the lady shakes too for women and that. Get the bloody chop. I don't know about the bloody chop, Paul. Grace. I can't add this person called Grace unless a Grace happened to have chops. I already had chops early in the week. I had beef chops early in the week. I think it was Monday. I won't add this person called Grace unless a person turns on their camera. I won't add the person called Grace till you have a camera on or something. Go on now, anyhow. Give us a war chop. Give us a raw chop. I don't want to do that hair because I've gone bald. Now I come back as funkin' hungry, whoever that person was. Because I know it's not the real you. I know it's not the real funkin' hungry, so he would have showed his face. I know it's a troll, because real G would show his face. Pretty little face before tonight. I'm not freaking stupid a troll. He tried to steal Drew's account because no two would show his face. Yeah, the person goes again, and that was a troll. Funkin' hungry. Grace, funkin' hungry. There's two Funkin' Hungries, and so it called Grace with Funkin' Hungry's logo. Oh, the middle one is the real G.
Hey, this is Grace here. I just thought I'd pop on for a bit.
Yeah, there's two.
To everyone.
Yeah, there's two people who's got your names on either side of you too. Before I added you up, it's just Funkin' Hungry, and then Grace, and I thought, yeah,
Grace.
This is one of them. Oh, disconnected themselves. Johnny Walker Black Label, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty strong stuff.
Little some to sip on. Little sip for later.
Yeah, you and Paddy would freaking be sipping tonight.
I was going to get Jack Daniels, but I'm like, haven't had the old Black Label in a bit, so we'll give it a go.
Yeah, I had the green label a few years ago. Oh, and then had the red label and that. I hadn't had a black label for a bit either. So. Oh, sorry, I just finished my man shake. Still got a bit of a.
Doesn't make you feel manly.
No, it does got a bit of a gut. Still a bit of a gut on me.
You're trying to get rid of the gut.
Well, still a bit overweight. I'm the high 90 kgs.
Some women like a bit of gut. What they call it, dad bods or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's always someone with everybody, too.
Oh, that's it. I just haven't found anyone that's interested in me now, and now I look like a grape. Now I've shaved my face.
No, you don't look like a grape. You look like about 30.
How old do you think I am? 40.
But no. I know you said something about the mid-30s, but without the beard, you look like a 30-year-old.
Yeah. 36 I am.
36. That's 6-7 years younger than me. I'm turning 43 in November.
Yeah, well, I say I'm 36, but I'm in about 4 weeks I'll be 37, but don't tell anyone.
You're an 86 baby.
Yeah, born in 86.
I was born in 1980. Yeah. So it must have been coming out in Australia in the early 2000s then.
Yeah, a little bit before. It's been about 24, 25 years.
97, 98.
So I would have been about 11. I think I was 11. We came in September and I was turning, my birthday's in October, so, I was close to being about 12.
Wow. Yeah, Paul, he's a fellow 1986 though.
86ers?
No, he was born in 1986 too, Paul, because he said about born in 1986 was before.
Nice.
I was born in 1980. Can't you tell by a few grey hairs? You're a bit old.
I've got a few grey hairs, and before I shaved the beard off, there was a few greys in there for sure. Because it gets longer, you can see them more. See them flapping in the wind.
So how's your day been, anyhow, Drew?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, haven't done really much. Just
I know.
yeah. What have I done today? I just played some music really and just chilled
And slept
most.
after you. What's today? Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. I bet you would have slept after your last live stream. I went for a few hours on Thursday. So was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'd stream on Friday, but I went to my brother's, so I was out for
Oh,
most of
yeah.
the day. Yeah, spent some time with him, and he has a kid, so his kid came home after school. Yeah, had dinner and stuff with him, came home. I mean, I probably could have streamed, but yeah, just
Didn't feel
thought I'd do
right.
it first and instead. Mm.
And thank you for saying those good things about me on your stream the other night to Benji, because I sort of watched it back because I had a phone call from someone, and then when I watched it back, and thank you, G, for saying the
Oh,
good things about me the other night.
oh, you're very welcome. As I've said to you when we spoke about it last, well, everything I said's truthful. And
Yeah,
you can't get a better person, in my opinion, than you. So,
yeah, well, and you're very smart up here yourself. You're very intellect. You're very pay attention to detail that comes when you draw on that. It means you pay a lot of attention to
yeah,
detail. So
yeah, for
it
sure.
means your detail orientated up here in your mind. And since you draw a lot, you pay attention to detail thing, which means you
Mm.
see your confidence build up too over the times that you did all your channels and stuff. Your build of confidence has grown as well. Yeah, because your
Yeah,
confidence lifted in that
it's
reflect.
not even just it's not even just confidence. It's like just learning to talk to a camera because you're kind of in a way when you're doing videos. I mean, you do them with your brother, but when you do videos, sometimes it feels like you're just talking to yourself or whatever. But you just have to get into that mind
Yeah,
state where you're kind of talking to other people because you know other people are going to watch it. So you just have to sort
yeah,
of imagine that you're talking to the people that are going to watch the videos and the content. But
yeah, because you're putting
I
out in the
mean,
public.
I did I did G the Hypersapien first, and I don't know yet as well. I feel like I was trying to sort of, hey Gibbo.
I give a
I feel like
cut.
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like as well. I was trying to be too polished, or I was just trying to. I don't know, like you have this idea of how you should present a video, and yeah, like nowadays
I
I'm kind
understand.
of
Yeah,
just more myself and just tap into like my humor or tap into just the type of person I am instead of just being a bit wooden or just like a
yeah,
like a puppet. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just
You're not very puppety. You really your attention to detail is quite impeccable because I noticed that you should pay attention, and when you're
yeah,
artists like you do they do pay attention to detail, and you're very up here. You pay attention, and you sort of spot things that you haven't done or haven't said, and then you sort of elaborate on it. And I've seen your
yeah,
positive
definitely.
attitude come through with it too. You know,
You're not going to follow the AFL tonight, Roger?
I would have seen how people's going AFL and that because AFL's on today and the rugby league's finals on tomorrow, and just
All right.
and there's a
Yeah,
Queensland team in both the finals, a Brisbane team in
yeah.
Lions in the AFL and the Broncos in the NRL final
Oh, that's
against the.
cool.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know how many people will be on live stream tonight. If if a lot of people will probably be pissed by the time I go live. But I guess we'll see what
well,
happens.
well, the AFL final is on now, the AFL Grand Final.
Yeah, it's like what,
Tomorrow.
2/3. How long's the game go for?
Yeah, there's 4 quarters of 20 minutes, but usually goes a bit longer. There's about 2.5 hours, something like that. It does include the breaks and the commentary, and then there's a post-match presentation. The final should end about 6:30. That's after the medals and the presentation. Who's the best player on the day and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was looking at my phone before. I saw a notification had your little pirate logo. I'm like, oh, what's this?
I started to sneak on and see if it started to do a bit of a mid-afternoon, just fill in a few hours for your big live stream later. I call the big live stream.
Got a couple of those. Yeah, I've still got a couple of those hard solos as well. Got a few cans of them, so I might have a couple of them, and then maybe pull myself one of these bad boys.
Yeah, another. Is that you, the real? Was it you, the official Gibbo? Because that a logo of the official Gibbo P.
Nah, it's probably one of those trolls. No, it's not, because there's someone spamming VVVCVVV in the private chat.
Yeah, and the official Gibbo always say something sensible. The Gibbo does. He always tosses something.
I wouldn't say sensible.
I don't mind joking with the official Gibbo.
Yeah, no, he says some brilliant stuff.
Yeah, sometimes. Go on.
It's that troll that used to always be on Robbo's stream as well, because they always just spam stuff in the private chat.
I know there's nothing wrong with a solo drinks thing, Stylesy.
Yeah, the only difference is with this one, it's got it's about 4.5% alcohol.
So you don't want drunken kids around. The hard solo, that is.
Yeah, I mean, my nephew was there, but I wasn't getting off my face. I had a couple before he came home around lunchtime, and I reckon I only had one when he was home. He probably didn't know the difference though, because I wasn't off my face, and it just looked like I was drinking solo.
Yeah, because I know my parents were non-drinkers and that, so I never grew up with alcohol. My parents and that, like my mum and stepfather.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't even planning to really drink yesterday. I wanted to grab this for Saturday, this bottle, and I just looked at the premix and I saw the solo, and I thought, I wanted to try that since it came out, just to see what it's like. And it's pretty much just like solo, but it just has that a little bit of an alcohol after flavour.
Start with school holidays in South Australia. Didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've got my kids myself, and I'm in New South Wales. Because this is the second week of a.
Yeah, my nephew finished on Friday.
Yeah, I had 1 week of school holidays already in New South Wales.
Oh yeah.
And the second week,
it's a little bit weird how it's a little bit strange how it's all sort of slightly different, like a week apart or whatever.
Yeah, because it belongs to the states in Australia, whether they have to sit to their school years and stuff and have their holidays and whatever. Different states have different rules and policies and starts and ends.
Yeah.
Because
what have you got up today? Much?
Not much. I've just been a bit busy this morning to look at the veggies, watering the veggies, and then chopping up a few things for later for dinner and that.
Yeah.
Just chopping up, and then also just preparing dinner. I haven't started yet, but I'm just preparing for later. Just about 3:15 in the afternoon. John?
Yeah. I was planning to clean and stuff today. I have done a little bit, but not as much as I was planning to because it's a little bit hot here. So it's just, I mean, I'm in the room with the fan on, so it's all right.
Yeah.
But when you start moving around, it's quite warm.
Yeah, really.
I reckon
Yeah.
it's 30, 31 at the moment. I mean, it's not too bad. It's hot, but it's not too, like, it's not, when it probably starts getting into the mid 30s is when I don't, enjoy the heat that high.
Yeah, so that's you didn't have to come up on stream, G. You didn't have to. But
That's all right. Give you someone to annoy you. I was going to say someone to talk to, but someone to annoy you.
nah, you're not annoying me. Because you're a pom and I'm a pom with 2 pom-poms.
Yeah, everyone loves a pom pom.
Yeah, except I'm part Scottish as well. So part of me wants to get drinking and another Scottish part of me doesn't want to pay for it. Also, don't want to pay for the drink.
Yeah. Well, I've got the Irish part covered. I don't know. We only need a bit of Welsh, and then we've got all the UK covered, UK and Ireland.
Yeah, and Robbo, since he's got a different last name to me and a different father, he's got German in him because his last name Wolfman,
Yeah.
Wolfman, and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wolfman because it spells like the first part spells like wolf like in English, except for the last part M-A-N-N. You know, it's German with the M-A-N-N there.
Yeah.
That's why he's the thing is Instagram. That's it, Wolfman. It's sort of not on his last name. It's sort of dropped one N. It's Wolfman there. Hello, Firefly.
Speaking of Wolfman, it was a full moon last night, so he might have been howling at the moon.
No, he's with his girlfriend last night, and it says he texts me. He says I spotted a full moon, and he sort of gave me the on Facebook gave a picture of a full moon.
Yeah, right.
You know, and at first I noticed he was with his girlfriend last night. Because it's going to be a picture and his girlfriend pointed straight the moon straight up. I think it was all smart ass Robbo. G'day, Benji. This is the real Benji. There's somebody here presenting Benji with a picture of his Facebook thing there. And that's not the real Benji because real Benji would show his face in that.
Yeah, real Benji, I reckon, would have said hello in the chat first.
Yeah, we said hello and what the name of this come up. Yeah, Daylight Savings starts tonight too and ends on the 7th of April. The only places in Australia that don't have daylight saving is Queensland, Northern Territory, in Western Australia, from memory. I lived 2 of the 3 places that don't have daylight saving growing up. There's Queensland and in Western Australia.
Can you hear the fan in the background at all?
The what?
I've got the fan on. Can you hear it in the background? Like it's not too loud.
You can hardly hear it.
Oh, that's all right then, because I put it on, and a lot of times when I do my streams, I turn it off just in case it's got and just in case it's got a loud noise in the background. But
Yeah, there's only a very, very faint hum, if anything.
okay.
So it's not really noticeable. It's one of those things that's not noticeable till you.
Until you're told.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Northern Territory. Yeah, Northern Territory, Queensland, and Western Australia. Yeah.
They don't have that.
Don't have daylight saving. That is. Yeah, Northern Territory, Queensland, and Western Australia don't have daylight saving. It's going down to the state thing. It has.
All right. Cheers, Paul.
Yeah, Paul said he can't.
That's
Go on,
right
G.
then. I guess it depends on the position of the sun. Then I guess is
Because I know in the US they have it for 8 months of the year from March, usually about mid-March to mid-November in the same year.
yeah.
I was thinking, like, I don't live in the US. You're saying that because I visited the US, but never lived there.
What did you enjoy it when you went there? Like, what did you personally think of it?
It's not too bad. I went to New
Yeah.
York, like Illinois, then I went to Houston, Texas, and then I went to Chicago. And then,
Well, yeah, New York would be busy, right? It looks like it's
yeah, it
always
looks like,
active and busy, and
yeah, yeah, because even mid-afternoon, I went walking mid-afternoon, and the thing, is that the heel thing, this ant, well, this looked like ants racing over the freaking place.
yeah,
Because ever
that's
looked at
like
somebody's doing
Adelaide.
something.
If you go into the Adelaide city, like, because I don't live in the city, I'm about 40 minutes drive away from it. It's
Yeah,
like you go in there and like the main streets, when it's nighttime, it's not that busy unless it's the weekend. But if you go during
yeah,
the day, like, people are almost bumping into each other. They're just all
yeah.
racing around.
Well, that's a thing when you live in the city of churches, as I call it in Adelaide. Call it city of churches.
That's it.
Oh. Yeah. I just have to crack my back a little bit, a little bit stiff, so it's bored. I'll get my camera. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds believable. Because Ben's just normally on his phone most of the time anyway.
Yeah, because I just looked at my private chat and Benji said, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I just get my camera on. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, good.
Rundle Mall is always busy, really. It's only if you
Yeah,
go at night time, but like a weekday, and it's like not that busy.
very much like here.
That's why I don't like going to the city much because I don't really like all that busyness. I prefer like being able to sort of observe the situation, not just so much going on that you're just overstimulated.
Understandable, yeah. It's a thing. One of those long days at the moment. As long as you don't crack a fat on stream, Roger, lol. Can't hear to say that,
Uh,
Paul.
how,
Well, Paul says,
how would you
as
know
long
if
as you don't crack a
how would you know if how would you know if he did or not? You won't be able to
fat,
see it. And
he probably got psychic powers. I see. There's a fat
yeah,
there.
yeah, his pulse senses tingling.
He probably
Maybe
got.
maybe we both have one. Maybe we both have one right now, Paul.
I wonder if he can read my palm. Here you go,
Yeah.
Paul. Read my Jewish hand.
Yeah, better put our hands up like that so we know he knows that everything's all above board here.
I don't want to hug myself. I don't want to self love. It's the small town I live in is so busy during the day. Once you get about 9 o'clock, it's just where it all settles down in this town, like
Yeah,
smallish town. There's only got about 6,500 people, so
had to sneeze.
it's
Uh,
alright.
I thought I'd turn off. I thought I'd mute it, but then I've also turned off on camera. So how weird faces you pull when you have to sneeze. I didn't want Paul to
Yeah,
get
like
any ideas.
yeah, like
Yeah,
It does
Still
like you
might
seen
look
an
like I was
ugly
having
picture
an
or something.
orgasm.
Yeah, or pull on the face and you see something ugly, like like that. Yeah,
Yeah, like you.
not even. I'm not picking up here. That's the thing. Like, yeah. Yeah, get hay fever or something, do you, or something? Because you see it's quite a bit on live streams occasionally.
Well, I don't know. Today I've just been sneezing a bit. I'm not sure what it is. So
Could be.
I can get hay fever, but it hasn't been too bad so far. Or um, I do have an allergic reaction to dust and stuff. Like if I do cleaning and there's a bit of dust comes up from whatever I'm doing, like I get a really bad cough and like sneeze, chest and stuff. So
Paul says, I don't mind the place I live. It really gets too busy, mostly apart from Christmas time. Yeah, it gets busy, but I work around near Christmas time too, Paul. Yeah, we got the Curtis local show would be mid-November. That's Curtis like the show and that, and then it's all a bit of a lull. Then picks up about late November, and then right through Christmas, New Year's, and that. Where it gets really busy. I
yeah, I
looked
don't
at
go
Matt.
out that much to the shops during Christmas season because everyone's just running around like headless chickens.
Yeah,
Everyone always leaves it till the last minute to get shopping and food and.
I know that.
And it's
Because we
funny
got
they say, "Oh, get in the Christmas." They say get in the Christmas spirit, but everyone's moody around that time of the year. Everyone's sort of extra touchy, extra angry. It seems not everyone, but
yeah,
majority of people.
yeah, it's just gets busy, but I place work too because a lot of people went, can you help my security? Can you help this? Can you help me with this and that and fix my computer and whatnot? So I have to fix it up or upgrade the security and whatever else people need around Christmas time and that, and fix up the computers or cameras and whatnot.
Yeah,
And sort of help people to revamp some of their computers and whatnot. There's a town about
yeah.
2.5 hours north. There's the same bigness as Mount Gambier called Bathurst, about 2.5 hours north. And it looked the civil in population, but 20 odd thousand
Okay.
people on that. I thought, gee, fancy that. I was thinking, is Bathurst now the car racing Bathurst 1000? That's Bathurst mostly known for.
It's weird how Mount Gambier even has a red rooster and the whole of Tasmania doesn't.
Yeah, thinking, yeah, if you get red rooster, there's one more red rooster than Tasmania has.
Pretty sure if Paul's still in the chat, do they have Krispy Kreme up there as well? And Audi? If they do, they're pretty much doing better than Tasmania.
Yeah, because Paul would know he lives there most of his life and that, so he would snoop around and just
Yeah.
look around his place. Not snoop around. Dude, gee, he doesn't snoop, he does look around. Yeah, that's I put myself down a bit if I stuff something up. I go like that a lot. If I sort of stuff it
Yeah.
up.
So that if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh
Yeah.
at, really?
I love laughing at myself. Every time I do something silly, I like laughing at myself. Yeah, because I saw a picture of myself when I was a baby, and I didn't know it was me at first. I said to Mum, "Who's that baby who's got no hair?" And Mum said, "That's you." I said, "Oh, shivers, that's me. I'm bald." And Mum said, "That's you when you're about a year old." I went, "Okay, God, I'm bald,
Yeah,
baby." Did you see
how old
pictures
was
of
you? A
him?
year old?
A picture of me a year old and that. I was about
Yeah.
a year old at the time, yeah, thinking, she had family pictures around the walls and that, and her face and that. I didn't
Yeah.
really recognise myself. The mum said it was me. I'm thinking, gee, I'm the
Who
oldest.
who the hell's that? Oh, it's you, Roger.
Yeah, that's what, yeah, but, yeah, says, who's that mum? Who's that? Wave with my hand. Mum says, that's you, Roger. I said, oh. Oh God, I was thinking.
They have Krispy Kreme, which is
inside of
them on the
OTR.
run. Yeah.
We also have Aldi, which opened in 2019.
No.
Yeah,
We
mate,
got a few around here.
Somebody's impersonating Paul Styles.
Trying to get one now.
Okay. Somebody's pretending to go on.
Someone in the back area trying to be Paul now.
Yeah, got a picture of Paul Styles' profile picture on for his YouTube channel and that. And I know Paul, for a start, will show his face.
I don't know how they bloody go and get all these pictures and stuff and make all these accounts.
Oh, they claim the accounts and sort of reverse image and get their pictures from there and then sort of apply to themselves.
Yeah, so they probably just have one account and change the names or whatever.
And then sort of scan the pictures of whatever they have there and apply to themselves. And I had this one called You earlier, but the only problem is they had a camera on, but there's only some USB cables and stuff, like curled up, and camera on the USB cables and that, it's put in the computers and stuff. Nothing on it. Putting that up unless it's a real G, because now for fact you should show your face.
That's why I thought when I popped on, I thought I'd change my name to Grace.
Yeah. I know it's a troll, Paul. That's why I'm not bringing him up unless I show the face.
Yeah.
I thought I might as well do a stream to fill in time between now and your one at 9:05. I think why are you doing it that late? I thought it was about 8:30.
Yeah, I might have done it a bit later because the different time zone. I might jump in and change it to 8 o'clock my time, which will be 8:30 for everyone else.
Yeah, 8:30 for my time. Yeah, and 8 o'clock your and Paul's time.
No, I changed it to 8.
And 6 o'clock Western Australia time. Anyone that's subscribing from the West, it'll be 6 o'clock.
I think when I was setting it up, I got confused because normally it's 8:30 for everyone else, and it's 8 o'clock for me. But
because we've got 3 time zones: Eastern time, Central Australian time, and Western Australian time. And you're on the Central Australian time. Up late with do normally Saturday tight. Yeah, 8:30. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock your time, Paul, and 8:30 my time. Mine's about. And they were saying it starts 2 in the morning, so my time flip half an hour before your time will flip over forward for an hour.
How long? What's the difference for Western Australia? Is it 2 hours behind or
2 hours, like non-daylight saving time, and then for me, then it goes to 3 hours with daylight saving my time, or 2.5, and it flips forward 2.5 for you.
Yeah.
So it's actually 6:30. My
older brother and his family live over there.
I used to live over in Fremantle for a bit when my stepfather was stationed in Western Australia. Fremantle's where there's a military base in that. And I lived in Fremantle for a while and lived in Fremantle. Yeah, lived there for a little bit growing up. So you just lived in Adelaide the whole time you're in Australia, or just moved to Adelaide later on? Daylight saving. Oh, yeah, 5 different time zones, yeah. Because Queensland, Northern Territory, and Western Australia don't have daylight saving. You're right there, Paul. Hit the nail on the head.
No, that's crazy. So some places change, and then some places, like you said, don't have it. So then their times will be different. Mm.
Yeah, it seemed that Paul seemed to hit the nail on the head today.
Oh yeah, Paul's on point. Besides
Yeah.
maybe that one about the boner or whatever he said.
Yeah, I know it's a joke from Paul. That's the sort of joke around with him and that.
Oh, yeah,
There's no, but
wouldn't
now
be
it seems to
Paul.
take a joke, you
Wouldn't
know.
be, wouldn't be Paul if he didn't make an inappropriate joke or two.
Yeah, Paul's Paul. I don't mind Paul. He's a good bloke. He seems to be
Yeah,
on
Paul's
point
always
when
been great to me.
he did nothing wrong to me. He got nothing wrong with me and that because I always once in a while he does a bit of banter in my videos and that, and I give it back to him. A little bit of banter back, back and forth.
Yeah, because when I used to go onto the other streams and stuff, he didn't really know me, but other people knew me there. But yeah, it's like now he knows who I am, the old G
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. So I think he just watches you, see what you like at first, and then sneaks a few jokes, see how far you can take it with you, with people and that. It's all what I
Yeah.
think what he does. He watches them and thinks, see how far I go and see how far you take with people and that. I
Oh
think that's
yeah,
what Paul
definitely.
does.
Oh, that's what I used
Also,
to do when I used to go up on other panels as well. Like have like most of the time I'm telling jokes or saying silly stuff, and you
I
know,
don't mind you telling jokes to me and that.
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
I'm
anyone that
easily humoured.
knows most people that know me know that don't mean anything by it. It's just having a
Yeah.
laugh, really.
And I don't do anything like because in class I'm usually human, so you say something that sounds funny, and I'm quick to laugh. I'm quick to laugh and stuff, and because I find it funny, I smile first, then laugh. Like a big smile, then laugh. Like yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah. No, I'm the same as well. Like I'll have a laugh with someone, but it still will take me a while to decide. Like Roger was saying, to decide. If you how far you can go with someone, I guess. Or
yeah, that's true. G. It takes me a little while to filling that to know new people. Yeah, that's human nature, really, because you have to. Most people will get the feel of new people before they do anything first.
yeah.
There's a person again with USB cables called so GREG. Go on now, called Greek. Greek or something. So I think it's still Greek without the XE. I'm thinking,
Man, some people are hell weird. Like, why would you go through that much trouble just to try to get on the stream? It's like they're going through so much effort. If they just acted normal, then they'd be able to join the stream. But they're just trying
yeah,
to cause
yeah,
annoyance and issues. But,
yeah. I think it's just try to call out trolls now because I'm getting sick and tired of all these trolls. Because once
yeah,
before, there's a troll with a chin light hat, some Asian looking fella. And first I went and gave flip the bird, the middle finger, and went off and then come back and went, so after what with the chin line hat, the chin line Australian that, like that.
yeah,
After a while, too, I'm thinking, what are you doing? That troll once before on that.
yeah.
I think it's about my first or second stream. Yeah, I decided to do it I thought to myself, might as well do an impromptu live stream. I gave the link to my brothers in case Robert 5 Live wants to pop up.
Mm.
I thought, and I did the same with his girlfriend and that, just in case they want to pop up in that. And I decided to do the same with the chat here, just in case. Like, it's only optional for people. I'm not saying, oh, everybody come up once or something like that. And not one of those people, oh, come up, please. Like that, not that type of
Oh,
person.
I won't eat the chip if no one comes up. But yeah, no, I wasn't really doing much. I was going to watch you. I was watching you on my phone for a bit, and yeah, and just now I thought I may as well jump up for a bit. I'm not really doing anything, and yeah,
Yeah, because when I join other people on streams, I usually watch them on TV first, and then like on YouTube
yeah,
through the smart TV and that. And when I decided to join the stream, I usually get the laptop open up and go into the kitchen and turn the volume down on the TV. Because the last thing you want is a
yeah,
background echo and that really annoys some people. Like you don't want to hear back echo through your headphones and that. You'd be thinking, why is this a back echo? You get annoyed with it and that. And
yeah,
I know that I do it out of respect to just turn the volume out like you and a few other streamers like joining and stuff. Vote yes to the voice. There's some other person, all white, and it says vote yes to the voice. The referendum's coming up. The Indigenous voice in government and stuff.
yeah. I mean, with a lot of that political stuff, it's hard to decide what's good or not. I know there's a lot of Aboriginal people that don't want you to vote yes, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
because the most vocal out of a lot of it for the no campaigns that box Anthony Mundine. For the no in that.
That's what's he wants you to. What's he say?
And it says it's a it first no because it says there's something to do with they tried to destroy democracy if you vote yes and that he said. Something like that. He said. Like it's more or less a political takeover.
Yeah, yeah,
Because the referendum passed in Australia, you have to be the majority of voters in the majority of states and territories to pass. That's for it to pass. It was deadlock, it won't pass at all. I'm not sure what it's like in the UK because I've never lived in the UK. So I don't know what sort of referendums they do in the UK. What's it like in the UK for referendum? Do you know what it's like there voting there or anything? Or you're not sure?
I haven't really kept up to date with anything really, like in regards to that.
Yeah,
So
don't blame you.
yeah,
Yeah, you haven't
yeah.
really
I mean, I don't
registered.
really. I I used to keep up to date with some politics and stuff in Australia, but just I think around about Julia Gillard, Tony Abbott is when I stopped sort of caring. I guess
Yeah,
just
because
stopped following it all.
yeah, because well, Labor really destroyed themselves in 2007, 2013. They really destroyed.
Mm.
Labor sort of defeated themselves. Tony Abbott didn't really do anything. That's Labor sort of defeated themselves. That's how Toby Abbott got in. There's another troll called "I'm Sure You Are, We Are" something. Maybe I show the troll. Oh, we are Australian. Move.
No, he must have got a bit of stage fright.
Yeah, it sounded like a bird. Or shrill or something. Like a banshee.
Yeah, it's like they go through all that effort and then they get too scared to do anything anyway.
Yeah, that's like
So,
my brother, Robert Firefly, he did the last stream. The fake caveman come up. You
yeah,
know, yeah. So that's when Robert Firefly tried to put his foot down and the other got the camera on and the mic on and before he come up.
yeah,
Because once he says something, Robert Firefly say something like that, he means it.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want to know, me and my brother are close, like us brothers and that. We get along
Mm.
pretty well and that. So yeah, like in one regard, we do get along very, very well.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Like you get along with your brothers, don't you, G? With your brothers, because you know you
Yeah, I
met
don't
your
really,
brother a minute
don't
ago.
really, don't really speak to my older brother who's in Western Australia. We spoke quite a few weeks ago. Just we had a chat, but I mean, because he has a few kids and he works, most of the time he's
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. But
But
besides
my
when he's
younger brother, I mean, even my younger brother, I don't speak to him every day or too often. But I went round there and went round there about 10:30, stayed till about 8 o'clock in the evening or whatever. So
yeah, Paul
had
is right
lunch,
there too.
dinner,
It's Labor Day.
dinner and stuff.
What? Yeah, it's Labor Day's on Monday too. Paul says Labor Day in New South Wales on Monday as well, Roger. Yeah, you are correct, Paul.
Yeah,
I got a day off work on Monday then. Ooh. This is a public holiday, Labor Day too.
yeah,
Because my job, yeah, because my the place I work at doesn't open on public holidays and that Australian public holidays.
yeah.
Yeah, I almost forgot about Labor Day thing and stuff. There's a troll back again. Same USB cable says Black Lives Matter. I'm not going to say too much about that because I don't want to twist any noses out of place by getting involved with the sort of politics.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, of course, Black Lives Matter. Why wouldn't they? And there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with black people.
yeah. There's nothing
You
wrong with
know,
black people. There's there's a few black people. There's a lot of great. There's some good black people. There's great Asian people. There's great white people too. All races matter. So
yeah, every life matters. So I'll be back in a second.
yeah, don't want to bring the person. Don't want to make my nose twisted out of shape. All lives matter, really. I think there's a few bad eggs in every race. There's a few bad eggs, but the majority of people in all races are great people, though. I think he's sneezing. And every life matters, even plant life matters, even all lives matter. Yes, I'm too lazy to get paid StreamYard. I'm too lazy to get paid StreamYard, so I got the free one with the little logo that says StreamYard. Yes, I gave a link to my brother, Robo5 in case if he wants to come up. It's up to him, really, if he's not too busy. Gave him a link in his Facebook. So the copy link. See if it's still up. The link in his yep. There you go, Robo. Yeah, I don't speak to my brother every day, but since we don't live together, me and my brother just I don't speak to my brother every day. I say hi maybe a couple of days on Facebook and that. And once we come together for videos and that, and we do speak to each other and
Yeah,
that.
yeah. My brother's about 25 minutes, give or take, away in the car from me. So probably be easier to see him if he lived around the corner. Like,
Well, he lives about 2 blocks away from me. I have to go down the road, go left, up a bit, and go left and about two houses up from the veterinary clinic. Where the animals and that.
yeah, nice.
The nearest business, I live across the road from a train station, and about a block away there's a funeral home, like an actual funeral home, funeral directors and that.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think to myself, I walk past and there's a funeral home. I sort of think to myself, well, there's a block away from my home now, and cross the road and because it's just where Sydney to Melbourne train goes through my station, like Sydney to Melbourne train, and also the Indian Pacific train goes through where I live too. The Indian Pacific train. So I think, if there's any fast food outlets in Kuta, we don't have any. We got no major chains in Kuta. No, Got no McDonald's, no KFC, no Hungry Jacks, or no Red Rooster, nothing. But there's a lot of local food chains around. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. Like yesterday, we did a local fast food cafe, like a cafe in that for the burger and that. Helen's Cafe. It's because I sell burgers and it's because I asked someone behind the counter. He says, "You have burgers here now?" I says, "Yeah, I've been selling burgers for a few months now."
Yeah,
So
nice.
I texted right there on a burger here. He says, "Yeah, might as well give it a shot." He said. That's good. A little. Yeah, it's good to have local businesses. God bless you, R.O. God bless who? Roger and G. That's the one I talked about with the USBs, isn't it?
Oh yeah, going through all that trouble just to quickly run away once they come up. Oh no. Yes,
Because he knows.
God bless you too, USB man or female, lady or man or lady.
Or coming non-binary,
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
it.
It
Or if
Paul
it's a
says his
cat that's
pineapple
if
belongs.
it even if it's a cat that's somehow able to use the PC, like sitting there tapping
Yeah.
it.
Meow. Yeah. See how I quick to laugh, like Colin and quick to laugh after that. Pineapple
Yeah,
belongs on a hamburger. Yeah, that's what I said in the video. Pineapple belongs on a hamburger and a pizza. So about it.
could be
Could be pansexual.
pansexual. Is that someone that rubs up against saucepans?
Yeah, because
Oh,
when I
that's a
first heard
nice
it,
face.
I was thinking to myself, when I had pansexual, I thought, is that somebody liking pans or something? Like, where you cook stuff in? Then I saw it and I looked it up and thinking, isn't it like bisexual? But a different name?
Oh,
Like,
I
there's
can't
nothing
even.
wrong with bisexual people,
Yeah,
And I think, because I was thinking, when I looked up this pansexual, I started thinking to myself, that's like bisexual person with a different name, because I've got nothing wrong against bisexual people. I'm sure
yeah.
that most of them are good people.
It basically is bisexual, but instead of saying that it's a
Bi,
person
yeah.
who's romantically attracted to a person regardless of their sex or gender.
Yeah.
Gender because so they're basically because there's different genders now, not just female or male. There's non-binary, so it's basically just adding that to the list.
Close. Hey, Stars, you look at this close to half time, the AFL, Paul.
Probably gets a
Everybody said
hard on
us.
rubbing against a frying pan.
It's the USB cable in there back. It says, I'm bisexual, okay, something L. Got two hands. Yeah, I can see you got two hands, mate. You know, run up and. Yeah, when you write him, he went with his hands. Yeah, you can flip
Maybe
to
they're
the bird.
pansexual.
Yeah, yeah, that's the game of the bird. And they got walkie
It's
talkie.
probably that. It's probably your little Asian friend again.
And flipped up the $20 banknote. Yeah, just flipped up the $20 banknote.
Oh, watch out! We have a rich one here.
Yeah, Gary's looked at maybe looked at the food, which is meatballs. That's alright, I ate meatballs
Showing
last
his meat.
night, mate. Show me
He's showing his meatballs.
show me the pack of meatballs. I'm thinking I had meatballs last night. Show me the walkie talkie again. Yeah, go like that. And that's what they do, try and make me bring them up. There you go. etc. Okay, leave me alone.
Oh man, they got one of those little Minder basketball
Yeah,
baskets and nets and stuff in the background there.
yeah.
You know, like something like a child would use. It's probably a 12E.
Probably about 12 or 13 or something year old or something.
Yeah, considering they don't even know how bisexual is spelled, so you gotta love 12Es.
Yeah, he's definitely whistling. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
I can
mighty
see
fine
you.
USB you've got there. Oh yeah, that's definitely an Asian hand if I've ever seen one.
I don't know, because unless a person shows his or she's face.
How's the noodles treating you there? Hi, bisexual. Okay, leave me alone.
But
Oh,
I just have some music. I don't want to get struck down. That's all. And that's what he's trying to do.
yeah,
Is try
must
to
be
get me
getting.
copyrighted. I recognise
Yeah,
some of the music. That's all.
that's
I
fair.
don't want to be stricken down. That's all.
Yeah.
He's gone now. He or she's gone now. Anyhow. Half time pie 63. 9:57. This looks like a high scoring game in AFL at the moment. 63 to 57. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Let's go to the bathroom.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what to do. How do I run a stream? I've never ran a stream by myself. Oh, I can only go for an hour by myself. Someone better come up and panel. I don't have any chips to eat. Ah, so it's pretty even Stevens, eh? It sounds like. The pie is, I wouldn't mind a pie right now. It is a little bit hot outside, but you know what they say, there's nothing like eating a pie when it's hot weather. I don't know who says that, but I'm sure someone does. Oh, wait, I just said it. 60 bloody free pies. That's a lot of pies. Gibbo the pie man. See, I'm so nervous I can't even speak properly. I better start getting lit on my alcohol. Oh no, he's coming back to save the day. Quick, pretend nothing happened. And yeah, that's the first time I got laid.
Talk about the first time I got
Mm.
laid.
Do you have any milk to eat with the chips, Gene? Well, yeah, I've got milk, but yeah, I'm not a baby. I'd probably just drink, water or something.
So you're not a cat either.
Most of the spicy challenges I've done, I've just had Pepsi or
Yeah,
whatever is
no.
around, really. Yeah, just something cold to drink.
Alright.
Did you flush, Roger?
Of course I flush every time I use the bathroom, G. I'm Paul, let's say. So, G. Of course I flush the bathroom every time I use this. I am one of those people that doesn't flush.
No, he leaves it so the next time he can go back and admire his work.
Yeah. Another dirty grot.
Yeah.
So, how's your day, Paul? Did you
Yeah,
go?
what are you doing, Paul?
I thought you work it today, Paul. You usually works Fridays, don't you?
It's Saturday, though.
No. Kind of think it's Friday. Yeah, Saturday. You're on the point there, G. So half asleep up here.
Oh, that's all right. Wonder if Paul's going to eat some red rooster today.
Paul eat. Well, it doesn't matter what Paul eats. Got no hateful food, so he can even eat friggin' I don't know, 10 Mars bars in front of me, and I wouldn't marry me. Paul eats Mars bar in front of me. I wouldn't be worried. Paul's free to eat whatever he wants.
Paul should do that one time, eat 10 Mars bars on stream.
Yeah, but I think I'm not going to work on Saturdays, but I decided to take the day off due to the long week. You got a long weekend there too.
Sounds all right. Yeah, we got it on Monday, public holiday.
You got a public holiday here too, Labor Day.
Yeah, that's what it is here.
You got one too.
Yeah, pretty sure a couple of states get it as SA, maybe New South Wales, and I don't know. It's on the calendar I saw. I was going to go to the doctors on Monday, but have to go Tuesdays instead. Tuesday.
Yeah. I know it's a fake Paul
This
Stoll
isn't going to
says
be
he.
the. Hey, fake Paul. We can't hear what they're saying. What are they saying?
Yeah, because it's person's Paul image of Paul Souls too. Like he's faking that.
Yeah. What do you want, USB man?
Yeah, same person as earlier. Try to be fake Paul Stoles because I know Paul's been just shown. I know because I've seen it a few times coming up in the vloggers stream a few times. The one you don't like anymore, that vlogger, G, the vlogger you don't like anymore. I'm like,
Yeah, it's quite interesting in the people that commented on his latest video. I mean, I guess a lot of people aren't in the know, but yeah, just too much shady behaviour for me.
yeah.
Yeah, USB man, do a fakey Lacey. Paul wants to see
Yeah,
it.
I looked at the vlogger's Facebook page and I saw that Lacey, that Lacey used to fall asleep all the time on the vlogger stream and that. He's friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that he claims like he has issues with, he still has her on Facebook.
Yeah, because looked at his friend list and one was like that Lacey one used to fall asleep all the time and that.
That just proves to me he's the type of person that he wants to know what you're doing, even if he doesn't like you anymore. He still wants to keep an eye on you. Like in regards to Lacey or whatever. He wants to be nosy and see what she's doing, even though he claims all this stuff happened. As I said to him when I first spoke to him, I don't have nothing against Lacey. She hasn't ever been rude or nothing to me, so I'm not gonna
Yes.
change my mind about her just because of other people's opinions.
Yeah, I think he did put a lot of pressure on her because I got a sense that he put a lot of pressure on her to be on his streams quite a few times and stuff. So since
You
then,
know, I guess he done the same to her that he done to everyone. And it's like, I
yeah,
guess I don't really know exactly what happened, but it's like if she's drinking and if she's tired, of course she's going to fall asleep, especially if she, like, you know, people would normally go on stream if they're in the mood, but he's, oh, come on stream, get on stream, and
yeah. Paul's at some point, Lacey was harshly treated by that particular person a few months ago.
before I really spoke to Robbo properly, it's like Lacey told me all this stuff that kind of happened between them, and she told me about LC and all this other stuff, and just yeah, that's why when I did finally join that stream, I said, you know, I don't have a problem with any of those people. They haven't done nothing to me, so I'm not gonna start having a negative opinion on it because of it. So
Yeah, she said the same to me too when she first saw my Facebook thing. She told me about what said the same thing about Robbo, all these things about Robbo, and that. It says, well, I know him all that well because I haven't joined his streams or anything, so I can't really have an opinion either way.
yeah. Well, definitely. Besides all the other negative bullshit that he's done, he's definitely like a bit of a control freak. Where you know, like telling everyone to go on panel and stuff. It's like he kind of wants people to do what he says in a way. So that's just kind of a little bit narcissistic and trying to be a bit of a control freak, you know. And just yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't
He
need all
may
that drama in my life, really.
he may threaten
You
Mrs.
know.
Austin with a Toto, but replace him with a Toto fella. The Toto and that.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's that kind of well, if you don't get on stream, I'll let Toto go on there. It's like that's not going to make her want to come on if he's kind of
He is a bit
playing
of
those
a
sort of games.
he was a bit of an emotional wreck. That's why I didn't go on these panels early on because because of Toto.
Yeah, the
Because
times I
he's
ever saw him on is like he was just always crying and getting all emotional about who knows what.
yeah,
I don't even know what most of the time he's getting upset about. He like
partly
acts like a
Mrs.
child.
Yeah, Mrs. Austin partly knows him. Partly what she said.
Yeah,
Partly they grew up together or someplace. Thing grew up with Toto and that. Partly
yeah,
Mrs. Austin knows him and that. Pretty like familiar with Toto's behaviour and that.
yeah. That's it.
And that was
Sammy's
something.
been good on my streams though. You know, like he's came on a few Mondays,
Yeah,
and that's
he
another thing.
said.
Well, Robbo made out that Sammy was like a really bad person in a way, or he would always get angry at Sammy. And then, one time when they was getting angry at each other, I popped on the live and just told them to calm down. I was probably a little bit rude to Sammy, but I basically just said to Sammy, you came on trying to annoy and upset Robbo. You kind of knew what you were doing. But now I kind of know what Sammy's like, and he's just trying to have a laugh. Like always, I
Yeah,
think Robbo was blowing it out of proportion, making out it was a lot bigger of a deal than it was because I can have a laugh with Sammy, but then we can talk seriously if we need. Like Sammy has a lot of good advice and a good, he's like a fairly good role model, or just has a lot of good knowledge about him. So it's just, I think a lot of times when it seemed like Robbo wanted everything to be about him, and if it started
yeah,
being about other people, we got a bit annoyed, even though he couldn't really keep the stream going by himself.
yeah.
But
That's when.
when I've had Mick and Sammy and whoever on, I just kind of if they're talking, I'll
Yeah,
just let them talk. And I'll answer and be a part of the conversation. But
yeah,
sometimes it's good just to listen. But you learn a lot by just listening to people. And that's a good way of getting to know the type of character someone is. Just listen in, let them speak, and let them have their opinion. If you agree or not. But I mean,
Yeah,
I agree with a lot of stuff they've said, pretty much most of it. But even if I don't agree, who am I to say, "Oh, don't be like that," or
yeah,
"Don't talk about that," or
yeah. Because
as long as they're being, they're not being rude to anyone in
yeah,
particular. We can all
uh,
have a laugh, but as long as they're not being, racist or
yeah.
sexist or whatever,
Because I've been
then
on.
why not? Yeah,
'Cause, I've been on a panel a few times with Mick and Wheels, and he's put in Sammy once, and I had a good laugh with Mick one night, Mick and Wheels one night, with him and that, and like on the other person's channel and that, and I sort of had a laugh at him. Had a good laugh with him, and
Mick's a great bloke. He's funny, but just like Sammy, he's funny, but you can have a serious conversation with him as well.
yeah. And Sammy's all right too, and Sammy's himself. Sammy builds
Yeah,
up to the joke.
with Sammy, I know I can give him shit, and he won't take it at heart. Like I can pay him out, and he'll know that I'm joking.
Yeah, Sammy builds up to the joke, and Mick and Wheels just gets to the point of the joke and that. If they're doing a joke,
Yeah,
Sammy builds. That's different. Mick and Wheels gets straight to the point of the joke, while Sammy builds up, builds up, builds up to the point of the joke. In a different in a way, which
I remember last time Sammy done that when he built up to a joke. I'm like, is the joke over? I'm like, oh, where's the punchline? Like I was giving him shit about it. I'm like, oh, you took so long to tell the joke. By the time that you said the joke, I didn't even know what the punchline was. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
I'd like to
obviously a
see.
funny dude. And I just like to my type of humor is just
Yeah,
saying
because
the inappropriate stuff, just saying what everyone was thinking, but don't say.
yeah, because I saw Mick and Wheels on Facebook. He's performing tonight. Apparently, at some little club in that.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Mick's a
Yeah,
bit of an inspiration, I think, to me because he's got like a disability, but he doesn't let it stop him.
yeah,
He does more with his life than someone
yeah,
without
mate.
like a physical
Yeah,
disability. You know,
yeah, that's it.
traveling and traveling and
Traveling,
going places and
getting paid for his performances and that. Yeah,
yeah,
like,
and he's
he's
a
a,
lovely bloke as well. Like he cares about other people.
he's a great bloke when I saw him and on panels and stuff. Because I like to see him away from camera a bit and then talk to him a little bit. Because I reckon he's a real nice bloke in that. Like away from cameras and stuff, off stage and that. I like to talk to him off stage, and that's it. I like because I
Yeah,
think he's
like
a good.
a lot of time when he comes on live, he's kind of just mucking around. There has been a few times that he's been serious or I mean, I know there was one stream, it was probably like 2, 3 Mondays ago now. He came on and him and I was talking about just relationships and women and just stuff like that. And I know like a few people in the chat got stuff out of it. Like, they had their say, they gave their opinion on long distance relationships or just relationships and people in general. And we was talking about sort of narcissist people or like just toxic people and
Yeah,
all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just
yeah, because
it's quite
seeing
an
that
interesting conversation.
he said Cuddy's toxic ex of his relationship. Oh, that gave his life. That makes it once.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know he was being abused by his ex girlfriend. That nasty woman that person was. Yeah. The only problem is,
yeah. It sounded like she was using him for money and stuff like that. And he said something
yeah,
about she didn't care about his disability, and then after a while, she started using that as a reason to be, abusive or just rude to him.
Yeah,
I
use
don't
those
like,
leverage against
he's
them.
saying. But then Mick said something funny. It's like she knew going into the relationship that he was in a wheelchair. It's like it's not like he just like she didn't realize it after a while. Like, oh, you're in a wheelchair. It's like
Yeah, so
he's
like,
been in it since he
oh,
was
yeah,
young. So, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like
because this
how
something
long did
about
it
being,
take her to realize?
because this something about being in a wheelchair since I was a kid or something like once before. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the only problem is when if a man says I've been abused by a woman, most people in society thinking will laugh at you because thinking, oh, women can't be abusive towards men. It's other, but it's the other way around. Let's say a woman comes and says, I've been abused and hit by a bloke, they tend to believe it a lot more.
yeah, definitely. It's that whole, and that's why I guess men keep a lot of stuff to themselves because they don't want to
Yeah,
be ridiculed and they don't want to be taken the piss out of in that way. But yeah, if someone's physically or even like mentally abusive towards someone, you know, it's just as hard for a man as it is for a woman. I mean, I kind of understand in a way that a man shouldn't be like physically abusive towards a
yeah,
woman because it just
it's
a
just
woman
silly.
tends to be a little bit a woman tends to be a little bit smaller and fragile in
Yeah,
most cases, but it still
because
doesn't mean that a man
you shouldn't
shouldn't
flog them.
be treated
Yeah,
that way.
yeah, it shouldn't hurt a woman at all, physically or mentally. Because I
Yeah,
reckon
no,
the man does
definitely.
it to a woman. If a man does it to a woman, it's stupid. It's horrible what they do.
Oh yeah,
There's a
just comes
horrible
across to
man.
me.
Yeah,
It comes across as being weak because we're males tend to be built bigger,
yeah, bigger and
just
stronger
naturally
than
most of the time. Yeah,
yeah,
so you're sort of more the protector instead of the nurturer.
yeah,
So if you're using that power against people you love, then it's just weak. It's
yeah, yeah. Because a man shouldn't really hurt a woman, really, because men, and it's only that man that should be punished for it rather than all men. So the men themselves,
yeah,
because man to a male to the other male, they tend to be more combative with each other and all sort of things. You know what I mean? Because men always seem to be stronger than that. Men, male to male combat is they tend to be more combative against each other, while females to females more psychological against each other.
yeah,
While men tend to be more combative, like physically do it. While women they tend to be psychologically test each other.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like I hate you, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, I hate you back and stuff like that. While men, oh, you want to sort out around the edges, I beat you up and that, sort of like that.
Yeah, that's it.
I grew up with sisters, so I know what I'm talking about when women tend to psychologically each other out. I grew up with two sisters. One was a twin sister to Robbo Five. So I found West Grass and when I like when they go against each other.
Yeah,
Well, men are male. I know what I'm talking about too from a male perspective. You try and combat other males on certain things because it's built-in instinct for all of us. It's built in. What makes us us. Because there's in any male DNA to be combative against each other. I also try to, you know, it's also what us, but men should not hit a woman. Should not, and will not hit a woman. Should not, men should not hit a woman. Doesn't matter what a woman does to you, sort of thing.
yeah,
Should never, should not hit a woman though, because that guy is clearly in the wrong if he hits a woman. Like if somebody hits a woman, like I would spin up my guy around and say, "Do you want to hit me, fella?" If they see me hit a woman, I would say, "Hey, you want to hit me?" Because I'm trained martial arts and that. And look at us, and I says, what about hitting me?
Yeah, it definitely triggers me. Like when I see that sort of stuff happening, it kind of, it fires me up a bit. So
That's that's sort of like, do you want to hit me? Well, let's get outside and have it sorted out right now.
yeah, and most of the people that do that sort of stuff are too weak to, know, do anything to someone their own size.
You know. But I never hit a woman. I never hit a woman in my life, and I can admit that. I never hit a woman once. I leave them alone.
Yeah,
You know, like if I see a woman yell at me, I just keep walking. Men and others, men like run at me, and I'm hand them full. You want to keep going? So it was another adult male,
yeah. Most of the time, it's because like a lot of women, they can put up with a lot. They can put up with being physically or mentally abused, and a lot of people because women because I guess they love their partner, they'll put up with it because they want to try and see if the person will change. But most of the time it's just weak as men that are just they don't even realise that they've got something decent, that they've got someone that
yeah,
cares about them.
yeah,
They
because
just abuse that situation.
yeah, it takes a lot of mental fortitude for that woman to leave that relationship too.
Yeah,
But the mental anguish you can hear them go through to get there is quite astounding.
yeah, it's like they could take a lot ha- before they've had enough. So yeah,
Yeah, enough. You'd be thinking because the stories I hear all the time about women saying I'm being abused by a partner, and that, whew, quite harrowing for some people. And that,
yeah,
and for me, it's only that men that man should be taken out of society. That men in general, because not all men are hitters. Not all men will abuse a woman. Not all men will do it. It's only a tiny fraction of men will do it. Abuse a woman. It's only a tiny fraction. Only tiny. Most men are respectful.
yeah,
Like I know Paul respects a woman if he sees one, and I know you respect women too. And I respect women
yeah,
too.
yeah, definitely.
I always respect women because I grew up with sisters as well, and then grew up with mother, and first couple of years after my biological father died, and that, and maybe makes me feel happy there's women. There's some good people out there in the world. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people in the world.
Well, I mean, I just
Like,
look at it as we all have a mum and a grandma or sister or auntie or whatever. And, would we
yeah,
want them to be abused or go
yeah,
through a shitty situation? So why would you do that to a woman that
yeah,
you want a relationship with? It's just
yeah,
crazy. It's like,
you tend to think yourself, would that person do that to their mothers or grandmothers or aunties or cousins or whatever? There's a helping me
yeah,
that can, because
definitely. Especially like there's nothing like the love of a woman if that is your mum or even a grandma or whatever.
yeah, grandma, auntie,
They have a
cousin,
lot of
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
family
have a lot
members.
of lovely energy, and they have a lot of like they make most of them make you feel good, unless they're toxic themselves. But
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, there's only a tiny fraction of men will do that, and it's just a tiny fraction of women would do the same, like be abusive in that. It's only a tiny, tiny,
Yeah.
tiny amount.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like I said, there's no holds barred this stream. I tell you that because I try to make my streams as no holds barred as I possibly can, so
Yeah,
there's no holds
yeah,
barred
that's what I
here.
do. That's what I do with mine, really. And
I tend to be more
even when we
playful than
had,
yours.
e- even on Monday when we I thought, because Nick sent me something about being woke, I thought, maybe that could be kind of the topic of tonight if we don't know what to talk about. But it was very interesting that everyone had like a slightly different variation of their own opinion. Like Mrs. Austin, because she has children and stuff, she kind of came from that angle.
Yeah,
Speaking from like a mother's
yeah, from my
perspective,
mother's angle, yeah,
what it's like to have young children that are
yeah,
influenced by the environment and just
yeah.
all this new stuff, the non-binary and all this different stuff
All
that's
this,
happening at the moment.
yeah,
You know,
and the modern generation is exposed to it, and that, yeah.
yeah,
Because
because
Mrs.
I
Austin,
don't have I don't have kids, so I'm coming just from my opinion. I'm not coming from an opinion where I have to
yeah,
sort of take into consideration other people's opinions
yeah,
or feelings. Mhm.
yeah. Paul's right there. She is a nice woman, Mrs. Austin. She reminds me. She's got that warm, motherly feeling about her, Mrs. Austin. She reminds me of my mother. She reminds me a lot
Yeah,
of my mother in that. From a more motherly
yeah.
person in that. A
Like
warm
I think
person
you
in that.
can kind of tell you can kind of tell like if a woman's a mother or if a woman's not because I mean naturally most women have that sort of affection and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. That's
Yeah,
kind of what it is to be in a woman in a way, but you can kind of
yeah,
tell
okay.
how
Yeah,
caring a woman is if she has kids because normally
but
she comes from that place where she's used to looking out and caring for people and
yeah,
caring about someone's opinion and that sort of stuff. I find.
yeah, because I sort of knew that pretty early on when I knew Mrs. Austin. She was thinking to herself, she must have kids or something because she looks a bit of a concerned look on her face when she looks away from the camera a bit. So the kids and that, every now and again, thinking,
Yeah, you
I
see
was
her
thinking,
mute and she starts talking. She looks away and starts
yeah,
talking.
yeah, I'm thinking myself, she must have kids or something, Mrs. Austin.
Yeah, I've spoke to a couple of her kids at the end of streams when I've had a talk to her, and her kids will wake up for school or whatever and come and speak to her, and you
I haven't
know,
spoken to her kids. I
yeah, I
spoke,
haven't really spoke much, but it's more just hi, like hello and that, all that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
I really make like in Facebook too. I really make friends with people under 18 because I don't want to come off as a creepy person. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah,
That's why. Because and if I end up chatting to let's say a woman with a similar name to the person under 18, and I say an explicit message and accidentally send to that person under 18 instead of person over 18, makes me more creepier than I am. Makes it and that person end
yeah,
up telling the police and I get in trouble and you know that's why I don't want to make friends with too many people under 18 because of that very reason. Because I could see a person over 18 with a similar name, instead of going to the person over 18, I might accidentally send it to a person under 18. And the parents have every right to
yeah,
report with the police. They did that like an explicit link, like an explicit message, like "I love you, I want to do
yeah,
you know what," and then accidentally send it to under 18. Yeah, the
yeah,
police will
no,
be
yeah,
involved and I'll be in trouble. Yeah, they say, "Oh, yeah." Because before
yeah,
the
definitely.
parents know, they could do it deliberately. Could ruin their kids for months. Before the parents know. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want
why as
that.
well with all this online stuff before anyone should be doing stuff like that, you should make sure
None
that
of them.
someone's an adult and can consent to that sort of behaviour,
Yeah,
all that sort of
because
stuff.
Yeah, because sexting.
Even there are some people that might try and trap you as well. You know, there might be.
Yeah,
I mean,
catfishing
I've
that.
watched
Yeah,
documentaries or shows where like there was one, I forget what it's called now. It's like a Web of Lies is the name of the show, and one guy ended up pretending he would use this daughter's account to lure this person into sending explicit content like photos and stuff, but then he
yeah,
had him trapped. Like he was saying, oh, and then he pretended to be the dad, which he is. He's like, oh, I'm the dad, and I've seen what you've been doing. And that guy stressed out so much, sent him money, and ended up committing suicide from it. And then the cops found out that it was the dad that was abusing his daughter, but he did he trapped that guy. So it's just
yeah,
a lot of times we don't think that sort of stuff can happen, but
yeah. But it
unfortunately it
does
can.
happen. Yeah,
You just have to be careful. You have
yeah.
to be
That's why.
careful of what you
Yeah,
do online because unless you know that
yeah,
I mean that's why it's
mhm,
good to do what we're doing, like a live, but you can do video calls. You know, you can do a video call with
yeah,
the person to make sure they are who they say they are.
yeah. And also try and make
Where
sure they got it. And also when I say a person over 18, and
mm,
if they suspect they're under 18, the first thing I say to them is, do you have a passport or some document saying you're over 18? That usually stumps them. Over
yeah,
18. It says, hey, 18, you got valid ID or driver's license or something. It says, oh, you're over 18.
yeah, because an
Yeah,
adult, if they turn out to be an adult, they might be a little bit annoyed, I guess. But it's like then they should be able to see though that you're trying to do the right thing. You know, you're making sure that you're doing the right thing. So an adult
yeah,
would understand that. An adult would say, you could say to that person, "Oh, it might seem a bit weird, but it's online, and
yeah,
you have to make sure that you can trust someone." And a proper adult would say, "Oh, yeah, I understand, and will be willing to show you
yeah,
their ID." Whereas you
yeah,
said if it's like a child or someone doing something dodgy, they're
yeah,
not going to show you their ID because they're probably using a fake name or a fake account or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I try and make sure they are over 18 because I don't want to, like I said, get in trouble with the police. At the end of the day, if I did something wrong, that's why I do try
Even
not to.
though I guess
Um,
it's not even just getting in trouble with the police. It's like, a moral situation as well.
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
want
there
to
better
do
be.
the wrong thing yourself. So
Yeah, because you don't want to be one of those people who does something illegal and shady to children.
yeah,
I only do that if I think a person's under 18 because I get nervous when I see underage person online and that. Get a bit nervous of them and that because I don't want to be seen doing the wrong thing.
oh, yeah,
So and I don't like those people who does things to children. You know what I mean? Like smacking children and do all sorts of
like being too
the,
even
the
being
various
abusive is in like too much swearing or just
yeah
because kids
explicit
are meant to
language and that.
kids need you to guide them and tell them they're
Yeah,
doing something wrong. They don't need you to go overboard. You can just tell them off without going off your head.
yeah, you can tell them that they thought they did wrong, and this is a way to rectify it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, without going bonkers or freaking going overboard and stuff.
Yeah,
And that's how children develop anxiety. If you keep going with your head and smacking them and stuff, because they develop all sorts of anxiety disorders and
yeah. If you're
socialization skills
smacking
are
them
pretty
or
poor and that.
if you yeah, if you're smacking them or shouting at them and going off at them, as you said, they're going to have like different issues when they get older. And then, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I'm so yeah. Yeah, I do martial arts and everything, so it keeps me preoccupied. Like I usually do it Tuesday to Thursdays now, like martial arts. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, do martial arts training and that.
Yeah,
So and it keeps me occupied.
yeah, definitely.
I did different couple of types of different types of martial arts too. Muay Thai, which is Thailand kickboxing, and karate, and then BJJ as well, which is grappling. And I also teach kids in karate and that, like young kids doing karate and that. Like you have to teach children, but it's
Yeah,
different to teaching adults. You know.
yeah. No, that'd be awesome to definitely teaching kids because it's definitely it would build their confidence and stuff like that up.
Yeah, but you have to teach them different, but you teach adults.
Yeah,
Very, and nowadays, with most martial arts businesses, they do make sure you it's safe to work with kids because you have to be employed by Department of Education, being an instructor, like doing data, like registered instructor to train kids, and they make sure you see to safe with kids. You know, means you can't have a criminal record. How many kids do I
yeah.
teach, Roger? About 10 to 12 kids I usually teach on a Tuesday and
Wow.
Thursday because I teach them before the adults class. You know, I usually teach them about an hour on that.
Awesome. Yeah,
And the range is about 8 to 12. We can teach 6-year-olds, but the age range is 8 to 12. When I teaching that,
mm,
there's about 10 to there's 12. There's about eight eight girls and 4 boys in the class. Like the
yeah,
kids and that. In adults class,
yeah,
there's there's 8 adults doing karate. There's 12 doing Muay Thai, like adults. In BJJ, there's
yeah.
9 adults. There's and there's 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 women doing karate and 3 women doing Muay Thai as well in the adults class, and 1 doing BJJ.
So, how many instructors are there, including yourself?
My brother Rob, he's a 3rd degree black belt in karate, black badge in Muay Thai, and recently recently become a probationary black in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, like 1 step below
Yeah.
black belt. Yeah.
So, is it just both of you that do that, the instructors?
Yeah, we're main instructors at the moment. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a few brown belts in karate and a few brown belts and color belts in karate and color
Mm.
belt. And yeah, there's a few other people coming through various senior ranks at the moment as well. Like there's also lower coloured ranks as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you do any martial arts yourself growing up? Did you play any sport or anything yourself?
In England, I played what you call soccer.
Oh, yeah, football and that. Yeah.
I did do karate for a couple of lessons, but because my older brother and his friend were, because I was younger than them, I had to be in a different group, and yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
very confident at the time, so I didn't want to continue it. But I do
I
kind of
said,
regret that because I think I would have enjoyed it if I just did it more. Uh, yeah, as I got older, I liked martial arts. Like I'd watch my Bruce Lee films, a lot of kung fu movies and stuff like that. I know Muay Thai has they have that. I don't know if you've seen Ong Bak, the film.
Yeah, seen it, heard of it.
That,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's a really good film, and that's the style of martial arts he uses, and I really like. They ended up doing two films, but the first one I enjoyed the story and movie more. Yeah, so I've always been interested in it. Unfortunately, I've never really done it. I don't know. I guess because I have anxiety, I think I talk myself out of doing stuff a lot. I'm like, oh, I'll go do it, and then just come up with reasons not to.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've been doing martial arts since I was 8 years old, back in 1988, at various clubs. Not doing karate and Muay Thai later on and stuff. I've been doing
yeah. I
it
probably
since I
would have
was
been
8.
about that age when probably would have been about that age when I went to do it, but yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
like you said,
didn't do it.
your confidence. Yeah, because your confidence is low and
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But I did do football for like with just a club, like a club that you play on the weekend with. You
Weekend
go
clubs
and
and
you
that.
just
Yeah,
yeah. But I guess
yeah.
yeah, there's still a chance. I guess there's still a chance for me to do it before I get too old.
There's never a you never you're never too old to start doing martial arts, because there's quite a few people in their 50s and 60s doing that, doing
Uh,
training. That. So you're never too old to do martial arts, You're never too old. I've been doing it for the last
and
30 odd years, and I'm still doing it.
maybe
You
I have
know?
to do what Paul said. He said you should have done what Bart Simpson did and tried ballet
See,
class.
well, there's a stand studio down here in Kuta. There's near Woolworths, crossroad. There's a studio crossroad from Woolworths called Dan Studio 2590. That's the postcode where I live.
Is that what you're going to do next, Roger?
No, that's saying that. I usually go past on the way to the dojo and that, I usually go
Yeah.
past it. And this is Dan Studios, just turn up and I like follow over that. Yeah, I can't dance.
Yeah, I didn't mind doing it at school because some girls that you have a bit of a crush on, it's like, oh, it
Yeah,
gives you an
can't press on
excuse to
that,
sort of
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because
dance
me.
around with them and stuff. And I've never been that sort of way inclined myself. Even when I've gone to clubs and some friends or people are all jumping around, acting like idiots.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, just feel weird
just do
doing
what I do. Do what I do, just
it.
do a few moves and that's about it.
Yeah, just
That's what I do
oh,
sometimes.
that's me done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just
all.
go in and
Yeah, hope you find an exit.
yeah, most of the time, if I ever went to clubs, you'd find me sitting on the couch, with a drink, maybe talking to other drunk people that come and sit down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's me. That's me
yeah, have a
too.
chat with them, go and get another drink, and just sit there and chill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let the drunken people on the dance floor do their thing.
that's it.
That's like the Services Club down here. Every New Year's Eve, these days, there's always some few people drunkenly on the dance floor with music and that, live music and that. I thought,
Yeah.
yep, New Year's Eve's live and well.
What about you, Paul? Have you done any sports, martial arts, or ballet classes yourself? He told me to do ballet. Maybe he was suggesting it because he does it.
I doubt it. I don't think it'd be the dancing kind. I think it'd be more athletics. But since it's an AFL mate there, he played a bit of AFL when he was growing up. If I know South Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm quite adaptable to what I call soccer, like football or soccer, because over here come from is so-called football, and I talk about a few in my mother come from Wolverhampton. She called soccer, not soccer, football and that. So I call it
Yeah.
football when I talk to her. She said she used to support the Wolverhampton Wolves. I did basketball, football, and cricket when I was in primary school. Bit of everything, Paul.
Yeah, like I didn't like I would do all of that stuff in PE and stuff. But I did used to not play for clubs, but like in England, a lot of times we'd all catch up, and depending on how many of us there are, go and kick a ball around.
Yeah,
Sometimes it was basketball or football or sometimes cricket. And then when I moved to Australia, we'd do the same. We would kick around either like an AFL football or soccer ball. We'd not really play basketball much. There was one friend that we'd sometimes go and shoot some hoops, and then the old cricket, where you use like a wheelie bin as the wickets and stuff. So you just
yeah.
like
Well, we used to
you were
call it.
taking in turns to
Yeah, we.
taking in turns throwing, and you just set something up just so it's like the stumps or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Here's a stumps, boys and girls.
yeah, I
You
remember
hit the
sometimes
something
you would even
out.
use a tree. Sometimes even use a tree if there's nothing else, and just say, "Oh,
Yeah,
you have to." It's in if it's
yeah,
about this high, about this high, and it's in, and if it's higher, it's gone over.
yeah, yeah. That's over the
Mm.
mob, boys.
Yeah, it's always great fun. Unfortunately, a lot of kids probably don't get to do that these days. They're all on their tablets and all that stuff, so they're not really going
Some,
outside and kicking a ball as much. I'm sure some do, but
yeah, because I've seen a lot of underage like underage sports going on around town here. Does that every weekend here. There's always underage sports
yeah,
that are
there is
going on.
some. Yeah, there is some sport clubs around the area, that have those like little. They have like an oval and a building that have sport clubs. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. There's a there's a I've seen a lot of kids being active around the region that lately when I was out and about doing stuff. Like I have to go past sometimes sporting ovals and I see kids getting active in that, kicking the ball around and
Yeah,
racing around and playing equipment and whatnot. I don't watch them, I just hear them. There's the things that you hear, but you can't help hearing when you walk past and that sometimes. You hear kids, hey, ooh. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's when you hear them, you can't help hearing it.
Or even if you drive around and you see it like on the oval where it's all lit up
Yeah,
if it's night time and all the kids doing them kicking a ball around or whatever.
yeah. And here's one thing so you can't help hearing when you walk past, yeah, or drive past or jogging past or whatever, yeah.
You can just hear that loud muffle of people shouting.
Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah, no. When I was under, when I was under, there was no smartphones, tablets to get addicted to. Well, there was game
Yeah,
consoles.
back in our day, it'd be like Nintendo or whatever, Super Mario Brothers or something.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
not really. I remember the old Ataris.
The thing is, as well, I did like my consoles. I like playing PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever, but I still liked going out with friends
Yeah,
because
so did I.
your friend can come over, you can have a couple of games or whatever, Street Fighter or whatever. But I still loved going out for a few hours with friends. I always felt like a sort of a grown up when you go out with friends. You go to an oval with your friend with a
Yeah,
ball, and you feel like you're mature because you're allowed to go around and go to the shops and
yeah,
go to an oval, kick around, and then go and get a drink from the shops or whatever.
yeah. I used to do the same thing, and that. I was really on game consoles myself growing up, but really on consoles and that. No, even less on the internet. Yeah, there's internet around when I was about 10. But since I was viewed as more hocus pocus at first when I was a kid, what's this? This is
the old dial up
internet.
as well, where
Yeah.
it take about 10 minutes for the internet to load fire up, and
It makes this alien spaceship noise like.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's an alien spaceship around. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. You know.
it'd be so loud, so loud and obnoxious, and just
And you have to put the phone on the free modem itself, you know, from the hook. You have to put the phone on the modem and that. And you have to go
yeah,
www.com. The country you try to link up to, you know,
well,
rather
it's
than
so
initials for the
weird.
country, you know.
Yeah,
It's www.http slash slash http // www whatever you're doing .com the country's initials. So,
yeah, like AU or whatever.
yeah. Oh, that's no, it's gone over 2 hours. My
Oh,
second
we
longest
have.
live stream. This is my fourth live stream. This is my longest one yet. Oh, second longest in a second. I didn't 3 hour one was 4. 2 hours and 53. Oh, 2 hours and 57 seconds.
When are you going to head off?
I haven't made time to cut off really. Just talk till we run out of things to talk about. till about till about nearly the time you have your stream if I wanted to.
Yeah.
To whatever time you're willing to head off.
Well, yeah, I'll stay on whenever, but I might go and do some. I was going to do some washing and stuff, laundry and stuff, but
Yeah, I already put my
because it's
clothes
a
in
hot
earlier.
day, so yeah.
Yeah, because I want to eat it up in your time, that's all, G. Yeah, to me, because I know you probably have time. I know you.
I mean, if you want, I can go put it on, and I can't come back in 5 minutes or something. Unless you
Depends
want
on
to.
you, G. Really. There's no real pressure to be on if you don't want to come on and stay on and that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I might go do a couple of things, but I'll head back, and if you're still on, I'll jump back on. But it won't be too long anyway. All right, be back in a bit.
There's no real pressure, really, to be on. Probably on another 15, 20 minutes, maybe. It's time about 15, 20 minutes now. See how my desktop's doing because I have to reconstruct that desktop I'm on. At the time I was doing a few minor repairs on my desktop at the moment. I thought my brother Robert for life be on. Where's the brother of mine doing here? Yeah, Wolf boy. Wolf boy. Welcome, Wolfman. Hey, man. Wolfy boy. I call my little brother Wolfy boy because his last name. And like I said, there's a no holds barred stream. Doesn't necessarily mean I agree with anything you say, because Like me and G can agree to disagree if we wanted to. Like he could say one thing, I could say another, and at the end of the day, except as grown ups, respect each other's views. We don't have to say, "Oh yeah," with everything. Like life, you can get along with anyone, and at the end of the day, you still gotta respect their views as long as they respect yours. At the end of the day, you have to put up with it as grown ups. This is bucket, back cat. I back cat, bucket, bucket, bucket. Hi, bucket. You bucket with a black cat's head. Yeah, those you hit the nail on the head, Paul. There, it's important to respect another person's view and they don't agree with it. Yeah, that is correct, Paul. That's very correct. Because at the end of the day, you have to, because you can learn things from another person's view too when you think about it. Sometimes too, you just learn little bits and pieces. Saw myself on YouTube and me talking and he looks like he's looking at something, looking down something. Yeah, there's no pressure to come up if you don't feel like coming up. Like if you don't want to come up, can if you want to. It's totally up to you. Yeah, like the internet in the early days. Yeah, you have to put the modem on the phone on the modem. You have to put HTTP dot forward slash www dot whatever you put in .com dot initials of the country. Australia was AU, New Zealand was NZ, UK is UK, Ireland I think it's IR, I think it was. No, it was Iran. Ireland was something else. I think China was PCR, like People's China Republic, or PRC or some People's Republic of China. USA was US, Canada's CAN, New Zealand's NZ, AU is Australia, and I think it's CA of Canada, I think it was. Nowadays it does bloop and bloop. These days. Yeah, I can remember the old dial up days too, Paul. Yeah. Put phone on the bottom. Yeah. Sound like an alien ship. It was coming to land or something, on a front lawn or something. Yeah. Still, you still got to have safety on the internet these days. Still important then as is now. Even more so now. Yeah, I've noticed as you probably notice on my right arm, there's a birthmark on my right arm. Right there. There's a birthmark. It used to be bigger when I was younger. It's all faded over time. It used to be much bigger. This pinky sort of, I think it's pinky sort of colour. Had it since I was a little Roger Pirate. No, I spelled my last name then. Little Roger Pirate. Yeah, because I had it checked out to see if there was anything dangerous with this birthmark. Because sometimes some specialists cut it out and there's a potential to go cancerous. And it's checked up and it's just got no risk of turning cancerous or skin sensitive to me, so didn't have to get it cut out, the birthmark. So yeah, that's one thing most people notice when I sort of talk after a while, but notice it. So there's a birthmark on my right arm, like forearm. I know it looks a little bit different on camera, but it is a birthmark. Yeah, I don't mind the old internet days. It's all changed because these built differently back in those days here, old dial-up days, like in the 90s. I used to put every second or every minute or every hour to about 2003. Then they built it differently then. And they changed everything and built it a little bit differently. In 03, 04 or something. Because a lot of people sort of complain sort of how the bills were when they used to be every second or every minute and that. People used to, how come this is so high? So they have to change how they charge for the internet usage, like most companies do. Yeah, I was 10 years old when I first saw the internet. When I saw the internet for the first time, and I hit a dial sound and figured, what's the noise? And I look over the modem is doing that, yeah, with the phone on the modem and that. Then, because those days you have to take the phone off the hook onto the top of the modem. Because you used to need a phone, like a landline phone those days. Yeah, most companies these days offer you a phone bundle, like landline phone with the modem these days. Like, there's packages. Yeah, with an Optus, with not Optus, is it? Yeah, I think it's an Optus one. Yeah, Optus. I was 14 when I first got a computer in my bedroom. I never had that opportunity to have a computer in my bedroom. I had a desktop at. Yeah, but I didn't get one to have one in my room or my mat. I had various computers like laptops and desktops. Plus, computers in the room wasn't a big deal for people in the early 80s when they go into yarn and stuff. Like in the early 80s, computers in the room wasn't a big deal. back when I was growing up. Everybody. I just like doing little things to myself, get myself happy. I mean, when I was going to school, there's no such thing as pansexuals, but there's nothing, no word is for pansexuals in those days. Like the many of us around back then when I was growing up. Or there's all gender fluid or non-binary and stuff. There's none of that when I was growing up. You have a male or female, yeah. Yeah, there's some shrinking during the time in the 80s. Yeah, they're big chonkers in the 80s, but yeah, there's shrinking in size. Yeah, back in the 80s, and nowadays you fit a palm of your hand these days. So yeah, it's definitely right, Paul. They're a bit big and shrunk. Nowadays you fit it the size of your hand. See, nowadays you got to have it. Yeah. So for the that's yeah. But hazel eyes on this computer here, the screen. Oh, yeah. Because even mobile phones are computers. Yeah. Yeah, some big heavy trunkers who, 200-300 grams mobile phones these days. So I chopped it down about 90%. And who knows? Yeah, they are very different. It's always evolving too. The technology is always evolving in different ways, in different rates. I'll be back in a second. See how my desktop's doing because just see how my desktop's going. And just be back in a second.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, gee.
Hi there.
Yeah, Paul had a good thing. And in the early 90s, mobile phones looked like bricks. You know those big brick mobile phones?
No, the Nokias and stuff.
Yeah, with all the
That,
little, yeah, with an antenna on top.
oh yeah. I think I only had one for a while, and then they did the slimline Nokias. Like I think it was
Yeah,
like 32 and
yeah,
34 or whatever they were, and
yeah.
a couple of one.
Haven't seen that,
Yeah.
G.
I put some washing on.
I
Did a
just,
few other things. Got a drink. Just Pepsi this time. It's just Pepsi with a bit of ice in it.
I good to
Because
have
yeah,
it
it's
read.
hot here today, so drinking more than normal, and I'm not drinking my tea because I mean I could drink tea, but who really wants a hot drink when it's hot?
Sorry. Sorry about the yawning then.
Oh, that's all right. I know I have that effect on people.
Nah, you're not that boring. I'm more boring than you.
Now let's see who can bore the audience the most. Yeah, the old dial up.
Yeah, I was talking about the internet where you were doing your we were doing the washing, and so I started talking about the internet, like the modems where you have to put the phone on the thing and that.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, well, that's it these days. I mean, we had internet on phones. Normally had to, but yeah, it's funny how with a smartphone, you can just carry it
Yeah,
around and connect to different Wi-Fi, and
yeah.
you have the data
Mobile
plans as well.
phone. Mobile phones when they connect up, like to the internet, the mobile phones. Australia's the
Yeah,
fifth fastest to connect up to the internet on the mobile phone. Fifth fastest. Like phones connected to the internet is fifth fastest in the world. Like
what do you
that's the
mean
phones it
with the
is.
smartphones now? With
Yeah.
smartphones now or back?
Now. Like the smartphones now. We're the fifth fastest connected with the phones, that is. Because I looked it up the other day,
Yeah,
like mobile phones and that. John?
I always find my phone. I'm on a plan, like I'm on a Vodafone plan, so
Yeah.
I get data. I get data and
Yeah.
free calls or whatever with the plan. But
Yeah.
it always seems slow, the data plan compared to if it's on Wi-Fi. Like Wi-Fi, it seems to like work pretty much smoothly. But if I use certain apps and stuff, sometimes like Facebook and stuff takes a while to load on my data plan.
Yeah. So do you have to get any top-ups with your plan or anything per month or per whatever you get on your phone or anything? Like extra top-ups if you use
Well,
it
I
all
think
up?
no, I don't use it all up because most of the time I'm home and using Wi-Fi. But I mainly just use phone for like mainly Spotify when I'm out and about, like playing
Ah,
music
yes.
and stuff. Especially if I go and walking in the evening, and I, sometimes if I don't have it on, most of the time my data plan is on. But sometimes I know when it's not on because all of a sudden, if I go to change from a song that hasn't been loaded, like all of a sudden it's not working,
Yeah.
and then it's because my data plan is not on. Turn it on, and it loads the song or album or whatever. Otherwise, I'm not
Yeah.
using it that much. Sometimes, obviously, if I get Facebook messages, like a message on there from someone, I'll check it if I'm out and
On,
about.
on your Spotify, do you have something called a DJ that sometimes helps you play your songs you're playing that sometimes on your Spotify?
Most of the time, I just pick an album or an artist or a song because sometimes if it plays songs that I like, sometimes it just randomly goes to a song that I don't like. I don't like the artist, or it's just a random song starts
Yeah,
playing.
because there's a thing you can have. It's called DJ and knows your name and sometimes plays songs and that. Like, hey G,
No,
yeah, play
okay.
this. It's kind of out in America first. Then for since beginning of the I think it's about March when they had theirs in the US and recently come to Australia, Spotify in Australia. And it usually knows your name and sometimes plays random songs and that. This is hey G.
Yeah,
It's usually American accent, but I can't do American accent that well. Like, might say, hi, G. You played this for a while, and we're playing these, in American, like a stereotypical, almost stereotypical Southern accent, nearly. So call it
yeah. It's
DJ.
funny. Sometimes I use Google voice recognition, like so I can just say, "I look this up." It's bloody a lot of times it like comes up with a totally different word than I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I say
You
say
must,
something, all of a sudden it's like, oh, do you want to look up this? And I'm like, what?
yeah,
So it's still,
you must say hippopotamus. It says, do you mean zebra or something? Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
you must say hippopotamus on top
Google
of zebra. The thing. What
Google
the?
helps not too bad if I want to set an alarm. Like I can say, hey Google. Well, funny
Yeah,
enough,
set
it's not
alarm for so
working
and so
now.
time. Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes if I'm doing stuff, I'll say, "Oh, hey Google, set an alarm for half an hour or whatever," and it just makes it easy if I'm doing dishes or something, and I can just tell it to do stuff. But yeah, I haven't used that Spotify. What you're saying, how you can
Yeah, it usually helps
maybe
you
I
to
need to set
look
it.
songs up. It's called DJ. It's got the American accent, and it says, "Oh, you played this a few months ago. You haven't played it lately." And usually knows your name, like your actual
Oh,
name. Like
okay.
it says, "Hey, in your case, BG, I won't call you I won't call you proper name because I know you're friends with Facebook. Don't wanna, I don't wanna dox you. I respect your privacy. Let's
Right.
call you Funkin or G function
It's all,
message.
it's all good. So some people like come on, they family or some friends that have known me for a while, like will say. Sometimes you might see in the chat someone say, a different name.
Yeah, but I won't do that because I prefer to protect your privacy in that. Because obviously you don't want me to say your name because I respect that. That's called a G or function or whatever, or the hypersapien or whatever, because it's that way it keeps your privacy going. Especially when you're online, because you don't want your name plastered all over the internet, saying, "Oh, I know so and so is this, and this," No one wants to knows me. It's one that's been friends with me on my Facebook, what my actual name is.
Yeah.
And my first name is actually part of my username. My first name. Because I actually had a different name before, called Super SHIT for brains. But I changed it to Roger, and I changed it to Roger the Pirate a month before I started making videos, like on a regular basis. Because at the time, YouTube was clamping down on swearing and that at the time. And I thought, might as well change it before my channel gets taken down for swearing,
Yeah, in case they have a go at you or something.
Yeah, right. Get my struck down, because of swearing and that. So I decided to change before I make videos because I don't want to say, "Oh, Super SHAT for brains here," For some reason, I've still got this little thing on my underneath. I used to go at Super SHAT for brains, so I had my former username. I'm thinking, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in Discord. I would have let go with a bit of language, but obviously I can't do it on YouTube too much. Because I don't swear that much. Oh, I did have. I need to log in with my password before I get back in.
All right.
And I need to.
Do you know your password or?
I need to. Reclaim my account and I have to verify it through Hotmail at the moment. Give me a new password so I can be able to hop in. Because it's near password and I have to reclaim account and I have to give me a new password the next couple of days through Hotmail and that.
Yeah.
Give me a new password and that so I can be able to log in. Just did have it, but I need an email. Waiting for an email to give me a new password. Yeah, I better let you go now, G. Just got family coming around in a couple of minutes.
You've got family coming around?
Yeah, I don't want to play copyright music either, because sometimes I play copyright music. Because some of my cousins do. Yeah, and I better let you go so you can pay for your, so you have time to pay for your stream too, Street.
Are you gonna come on later? Do you have a few drinks or whatever tonight?
I'll come on later. It depends on what my cousin's got to do first. But I'll come on later.
Yeah.
See what I can do. I'll see you later, isn't that?
All right, catch you, man. Speak to you soon.
Yep. In the stream.